missed on the first quarter, and we've not just missed, Ed, but it is a considerable undershoot. Where was the main point of pain in these deliveries?
So first quarter deliveries came in about 74,000 units below the average analyst estimate. We went into this quarter thinking there's concern about demand for Tesla's EVs. Tesla is positioning this, net, it's not clear, was this a demand issue, or do we take Tesla at face value and factor in the impacts of the supply shocks they suffered in the first 3 months of this year?
Bloomberg is reporting right now that Hertz plans to replace CEO Stephen Scher. This is after that big bet on electric vehicles turned into, well, not quite as they had planned.
Money, and twice as much as the street thought in the fourth quarter, and a lot of that is because of this $245 million charge because of all these EVs that they bought, mostly Teslas. The cars depreciated faster, they weren't renting out as much, they didn't get as much for them at the rental counter, and there were higher repair costs, and they really went. Same thing with Stephen Scher and with AutoPass CEOs is where you make or break companies in the rental business is do you buy the right vehicles and you buy the right amount of them at the right time? And that's where the Hertz has got in trouble, is mistiming the market with the vehicles they buy and getting burned in the used market later.
Ever in the month of March in 2024, EV sales went up. So since this happened, I've seen Cox Automotive, a few other news companies talk about it, and the dealers and the bankers there were really excited because, okay, the trend is over, EV sales are going to go up. Take on the actual situation. Now, the reason why I believe that EV sales actually picked up for March is because the fact that the resale value is absolutely plummeted on a lot of vehicles. And because of this, it's made them more affordable. If you were sitting on the side line waiting for a Tesla and they were $60,000-$70,000, but now you can purchase one for $40,000 or $50,000. Now you're able to jump into that arena and actually buy these cars. Long range Tesla Model 3 2023 year. Now these things brand new, I think we're somewhere around the mid 40 range, and if you look right here, it says at auction last year they were selling for about $39,600. Fast forward 6 months later, $30,000. So they lost $9,000 in value in 6 months. But if we look in the last 30 days, it's lost over $5,500 in value and dropped all the way to $24,500. And one of the reasons why I think this value is going to drop so quickly is because these are the same make and model years of all the cars that Hertz is dumping right now. Because remember, Hertz bought 100,000 of these Teslas to put out there and to rent out, and now they're flopping. Now they're basically fire selling them. So not only can you get a car at a good price, but once you add that tax credit, you're going to get a massive discount. Next, we're going to be talking about, like I said, sales went up for the month of March, but I don't think that trend's going to continue. Do you guys think that way too? I think EVs are just going to sit on some of these sales lots, especially with the brand new ones, because why buy something that's 1 year newer that looks exactly the same for almost twice the price?
184,000 jobs were created in the month of March, according to ADP, at least, most of those in the service-producing sector. What's interesting is this is not only higher than the forecast of economists for ADP, it's higher than the forecast for jobs in the private sector for the payrolls report on Friday. Right now, we're looking at a private payrolls number of 170, so 184,000 is 14,000 more than economists were anticipating.
Expect inflation to return to 2% despite it moving up. That's a very important factor in bringing inflation back down. In a sense, if people believe that price setters and wage setters in the economy, if they believe that inflation will be 2%, then that'll actually happen. So as we look ahead, though, one question is how much more